Hey, what's up, Facebook? This is Ty A. Patterson. It's about 2:30 in the morning, and I'm looking rough, but I'm about to go to sleep in a little bit. But it was just a lot of stuff that I wanted to make sure that I got out, and I was gonna wait and do this later when I was fixed up and done up. But when God gives you things, being prepared has nothing to do with how you look on the outside. It's about being prepared on the inside to deliver whatever it is that He has given to you. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to say. A lot of people have been sending me motivational YouTubes and things like that, going back and forth, and they're really, really good. And I just wanted to make sure that I encourage everyone to not only listen to this stuff and share it, but to do the things that they're asking you to do, that they're pushing you to do or telling you to do, because it's not enough for you to just share it and listen to it. These people are making these videos because they feel like there are people out there that are not really living up to their potential for whatever reason, whether they're afraid to do it, whether they're comparing themselves to somebody else, whether they don't think they have the money, the time, the help, whatever it is. I personally want to tell you that you cannot be ready in your mind the way that you think you should be 100%. Nothing that comes to you is going to be just prepackaged. You're going to have to do some work. There's going to be some struggles. And if you're not willing to put yourself in a situation to where you almost don't even know how you're going to get it done, you won't be able to experience the joy seeing yourself accomplish these goals. And I really want to reiterate that stuff, because we got a lot of motivational speakers out there and they're really passionate about what they're doing. But the root of it is because they're passionate about themselves. They're passionate about what they believe in, who they believe in, and the people that they're delivering to. They believe in you. And this has been on my mind. It's crazy, but it's very symbolic. So I'll go ahead and just share it with you. And I've been talking about it forever, so here it is. My daughter, Eden, she's 4. She brought home a plant from school. And every now and then, teachers will, let the kids take care of a plant. Well, Eden brought this plant home, and it had like 3-4 stems. All of them were broken, torn up. I don't know what she did to this plant. But to me, I was like, this plant is dead. But I was like, okay, cool. So she wanted to keep this plant, and in my mind, I was like, I'm throwing this thing away because it's dead. But at the last minute, I was going to throw it in the garbage can. I said, you know what, this is her plant from school. I'm not going to take her fun away from watering it and all that stuff like that. So I set it outside and just watered it for the sake of whatever, because I just was pouring all kind of water on it, and I didn't know if I was drowning the plant or whatever. But I didn't think it was going to live. And within days, broken leaves were repaired, and all of the leaves were hanging off of the side of the cup that she brought it in. And today, all of those stems are standing straight up. It's something that small has been sticking with me for days and days and days. How many times do we look at a situation and we try to assess it and we think that it's dead? Or we try to put our mouths on people and say what they can't do, what they won't do, or what they shouldn't do. And we throw them away, we count them out. But all it takes is for them to be in the right environment with the right people who are going to say, hold on, listen to God and say, hold on. Not my will, but thy will be done. It's not up to me to say what your destiny is. So all I can do is just be a part of it in a positive way and let God handle it. And just like that, the plant is living and the plant is standing straight up. So I'm using that as symbolism, because God can talk to us through anything. He can talk to us through the smallest things, even the plants, because they're all His. Everything that has life comes from God. So I try to seek symbolism and positivity in everything. And that brings me to my t-shirt line, which is Pretty Personality. I'm always rocking that, because I really believe that it's necessary. But I want to encourage you, a situation that you might think is dead, if you give it to God, He has the ability to water things in your life and bring them back vibrantly and bring it back vividly and have you standing straight up where you thought you were broken. And to the other people, don't look at a situation and think you've got it figured out. Don't look at a person and think you have them figured out because of what you see on the outside. Because what you see right now is not what God sees later on. He's looking at the destiny and the purpose and the plan that he has for people, not what they're going through right now. Because everybody has a path. Everybody has a journey. So if you can't be positive and you don't even know the words to say to encourage somebody, even if you think all hope is lost, give them whatever you can give them, even if it's just a smile, even if you don't believe in that person. Don't speak negatively about it. Don't throw them away. Give them to God. Pray for them. Do what you can do. Put some water on them. Put them in the sun. Do things like that to encourage them. Because sometimes our faith, we think we have faith. That was just a testament to my lack of faith. It was small, but it really just spoke volumes to me. And another thing that I noticed was that as I saw that sprout just pop up and come back to life, I was like, wow, I want to see how big this plant can get. So I'm going to have to take it out of that cup and put it in a planter. So people, when people see you growing and people see what you can do, they'll take interest in you. And God will enlarge your territory, because right now you might be in a situation or dealing with some people that are too small for you and it's crowding you, and you cannot do what God wants you to do, and the right people can't see you because you're not in the right place and you're not living up to your full potential. So I can't stress it enough. Whatever it is that you even think you want to do or you think you have an interest in, pursue it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Because these people that you see that have it all together, it took some time, it took some work, and it took some pain. It took some people leaving them, walking away, and vice versa, for them to get in a place where God could use just them. God's going to have his one-on-one time whether we like it or not. And it seems lonely because we don't understand what's going on, but we're here to glorify him. We're not here to run the streets and hang out and be buddy-buddy. All that's cool. But if you cannot put him in the midst of whatever it is that you're doing at any time, you're not glorifying God. And you're living in vain. You're just existing. You're not living. Because you have to leave here. Life is short. You don't know how long you're going to be here. And yes, you're supposed to live life to the fullest. But the key word is you're supposed to live. Just like that plant. God's plan for you is for you to live. He doesn't want you to die. He doesn't want you to be sick, depressed, lonely, broke. None of that. He wants you to live. In order for you to live, you have to be obedient. And you have to have faith. And you have to take steps to get yourself out of the rut, out of the circle, out of the cycle that you're in right now. You're not broken. You just need the right person to see you for what you can be, not for what you look like right now. And you may have to be that person to yourself. That's fine. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how can somebody else believe in you? So don't just listen to these words and forward these YouTubes. Live that stuff and believe it, because these people that are making it, they are regular people. People are human. They go through things. They lose things. They lose people. They lose their minds. But what you don't want to do is lose your life. So be encouraged. I got to go to sleep, but I had to just tell you that you are supposed to live. Don't let anybody stop you. And stop being so skeptical of what it is you can and cannot do just because you don't have everything the way you want it to right now. If you have everything the way you want it to right now, then what's God going to do? He said, prove me and see. So how do you want your blessing if you don't want him to do any work to bless you? Why would you believe in somebody that can't prove anything to you or give you something to believe in? You can't have it all right now. You got to work towards some things. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. You're going to have to multitask. You're going to have to cut out some things. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to be in a place to where you don't know how whatever that thing is going to come to pass. But you're going to have to work and believe it could happen. If you haven't been put in a situation where you literally have nobody to depend on but you, so that God can send you people, you still got a long way to go. You still got a journey. Because that's what has to happen. He's got to get you by yourself in the right environment with the right people. Family and friends may not necessarily be the right people. He's going to send them to you. So if you got to let people go to get what you need, do that. But while you are in that place, make the most of it. Make the best of it. You work your tail off and you don't stop. Okay? This is coming from me. I know it. I know what it feels like. I've dealt with it. But guess what? I had to stop it. Nobody could make the decision to stop living in a cycle except for me. I saw the dreams and visions and the destiny and the purpose that God had for my life. And I had to decide that that's what I wanted. And I did it. It's rough. It's hard. But I'm happy. I don't have any regrets because things are happening for me that I never would have imagined. And to some it may be small, but to me it's big because I didn't have it before. Material things and all that stuff and craziness and being seen, being known, that's cool. But your relationship with God, being known to God, being in the will of God and in the sight of God and in the arms of God, that's priceless. But you can't do it sitting down with your arms folded, feeling sorry for yourself or wondering why things are happening. They're supposed to happen. God has got a strategy. Whatever you're going through is supposed to happen. But you're not supposed to stay where you are. Things are happening to you to push you out of your contentment into continuity so that things can continue to flow forward. Now, some things we can prevent if we make the right choices. So some things, some cycles are not supposed to happen, but that's because we are not moving forward. Don't blame anybody. Don't regret anything. You live for today and tomorrow. Yesterday is gone. I wish you the best. And please, 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 please love yourself, love people, and love God. Because at the end of the day, that is who we are striving to glorify. Money or not, fame or not, friends or not, whatever. We got the love of God. And it can't get no better than that. And when you do that, when you really believe in yourself and you really believe in Him, He will show you things and take you places that even the people closest to you couldn't even imagine where you'd be. Maybe they didn't want you to be there. Maybe they felt like, it should have been them instead of you. That's not your problem. So what you gonna do? You gonna do what man wants you to do or what God wants you to do? I can't make that decision for you, but I will tell you this. The happiness and the joy and the love that you will get from pursuing your dreams and really, really working for it and it happening to you, it'll be a testimony for the rest of your life. And somebody needs to see it. Your life is not your own. You are alive to be a living testimony to tell other people how good God is through the way you live and through the way that you are. Thanks. Good night. Over and out.